Welcome back to the Loud Sound Epicenter podcast. For those of you that have not seen the Telegram announcement, Thomas, unfortunately, will not be joining us tonight. Apparently, there is a powder outage in Chicago, which I can only speculate is some kind of covert op trying to stop the public from hearing all of our insightful commentary. So I'm sorry if you guys were looking forward to some back and forth, but I think we're going to have some back and forth with you guys in chat, if you guys don't mind. So I see some regulars in here. Got some hair in my glasses. They're in my glasses. I also wanted to have a little bit of a dialogue with. By the way, is this coming through all right? Because I must have fumbled with this at some point because it's a bit different now. But hey, Oscar, Edward, hey, thank you for the generous donation. I appreciate it. Let me fix my my sleeves here. Looking like I'm wearing my dad's suit or something. Could you imagine? But all right, we got Tuesday, FA Tuesday. Patino, is that proper pronunciation? I also have to call out something that I saw on the timeline. This is just egregious. But we'll get everything nice and dialed in. Just give me 1 sec here. Waiting for our man Charles. Oh man, this. Every time you pull up the my goodness. Folks. How about the audio? Are we good for audio? 1 sec here. Midnight stream. Singing midnight music, playing those rock and roll songs. And this time I'll put the link in the proper place because I have fumbled this before. But hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for not disappointing your parents with some shenanigans in the late hours of Friday night. I think they'd appreciate you tuning into a live. So what the heck did I just do? That was a strange Instagram moment. I think they'd appreciate spending it with in the loud sound epicenter. Let me fix the color here. Or maybe it's the format. Maybe it's the format that needs a little something. Gotta be careful to not I guess that'll do. All right, what do we got? Audio is fine. Audio's fine. Is anyone on as guest tonight? No, this is a solo gig. Garak encouraged me to do so. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for stopping by. Where's President Nixon? We got him. We got him all squared away. In fact, can I fit that over here? How's that? Can we get a little something here? Let me okay, here we go. Give me 1 sec here and we will continue. I'm trying to think the name of the song and it's blanking on me. It's kind of a bluesy track. Oh. Man, that's, if you could imagine. There we go, much better. Yeah, I don't know. It's I guess the shore format is as much as yours as it is mine. So if this is an improvement over the candy, that might be the way to go. All right, we'll do the classic Elvis. I was listening to a certain session, and oh, do we have the jam? Is this from well, I can't play this on air. Imminent Rain. Hold on, let me mute myself to verify if this is the version I heard this morning. I don't want to. One sec. It wasn't. It was not the version, but that'll do. By the way, are we all set here? Are we all set for some casual content? Maybe we need a. All right. All right. All right. So what's going on, guys? You know, my world has been, well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Just started school, the new semester. So, I guess that is something somewhat eventful. And you'd probably speculate as to how a California education might look. And believe me, there's plenty of things you would expect. It was on display, so all right. All right. I don't know if I can really work with that being right there in the center. It's also a bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was keeping everybody occupied. Well, let me catch up with the chat here. It is. I was at a community, and now I'm at a uni. So there you go. We're back. I encourage college. I know that's a bit of a controversial take in the right spheres, but you got to take advantage of some of those resources because you could definitely gain something from that. Sup, Ace, just dropping by. Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Good to see you here when you're not chasing James. Sup, Ace, just dropping by to say that I like your Mitt Romney photo. It looks, what? Oh, no. Yeah, that's not, yeah. That is not Mitt Romney. Ace told his teacher he identifies as Elvis. Well, that would definitely avoid a couple problems. Maybe that would if they ever try to ask me a question, anything political, I guess that would save me some trouble. But what do we got? Let me go up in the chat since I missed some of you guys. I love how Canonis' chat were threatened by Aces Candyman. Say, yeah, that's how it is on Politically Provoked too. Britney's crowd. I don't know. I guess because it's more of a Wignac crowd, that's where they're a bit more hostile. But yeah, I understand it's a bit jarring to see. There's a lot of confusion happening. But I kind of like that. I like, I mean, honestly, it was pretty organic because I had the set. I had the little, you can see the other guy over the top of the M&Ms, but my goodness. But that was you guys. You guys, I was just casually just having M&Ms on the show, and so that's how stuff like that should develop. It shouldn't be this big concerted effort. So I appreciate you guys for giving me something to work with, because I've had these little props for who knows how long, and it doesn't really catch people's eyes. I mean, I don't know. I'm speculating, but yeah, Pete's cool. I kind of want to talk about Pete a little bit when Charlie gets it. Yo, there's the man. There's the man. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, since we're mostly a AA audience here, what did you guys think about that Hoppa episode they did with, was it Radlib and Pete? I was watching that before class, and pretty interesting stuff. I didn't expect it to go into the feudalism, medieval Europe history lesson. I was expecting them to just, I mean, I don't even know what, I guess, just kind of look at his philosophy and compare it to, like, I guess, other libertarian leaning thinkers, stuff like Ayn Rand. Well, I know Prudentialist was, used to be in that headspace maybe some years back. And, I got one of that broad's books. I don't know where it is. Honestly, it's not even worth looking for. But I thought it was interesting to see there was a bit of a back and forth, because I was expecting this to just be the everybody on the same page, Hoppa loving hour, agreeing to terms. But no, it was a bit of a, I mean, not really a debate, but just kind of going back and forth on what exactly did he mean when he's laying out this philosophy. And I understand it can be a bit confusing because some people are invested in the paleo libertarian thinking. And when you be like someone like Pete, I think is a good example of someone who you guys have seen develop over the years. I found him through those, what is it, Jared, like, what is it, Hoppa.org, and some of the Mises people on Twitter. Who's the other one? Neocon Remover. I wouldn't tune into Lions of Liberty or Dave Smith, but these were people that I was vaguely familiar with, and they were anti-neocon, sympathetic to Patrick Buchanan. And so someone like Pete, who was in that headspace, but also very reactionary leaning, getting into some John C. Calhoun and Carlyle, I'd imagine. And so I think Radlib is coming at it from the classical liberal position. I don't want to put words in his mouth. I'm just based off of the video, and I've seen some of his content. I think he's looking at it strictly in a classical liberal paradigm, and I think Pete is willing to sort of see the limitations of that worldview and kind of marry it with reactionary thought. And that's something that Hoppa, I think, is getting at with that one specific quote about self-interest. And so there was some confusion about, does the self-interest overlap? Does it merely overlap with the Randian selfish strain of thought? Or does it, is it something a bit different? So again, I'm not a scholar, not an expert. These are just people that I've been vaguely interested for a bit over a year now. And I'm sort of using, Pete and Radlib as like a gateway to understanding these two different worldviews. And it just looked like there was some stuff to get into there. So let me see in chat for AA to invite to his house. I saw someone else say something similar. Yeah. Apostolic Majesty. Yeah. That's probably the one person I haven't, probably the person I've neglected the most as far as watching their videos. But yeah, Apostolic Majesty. He's got his French Revolution series and the AM. Oh yeah, AM. I needed to do a double take there. AA streams are too long. Yeah. Well, it's funny. I was basically skipping around, and I kind of landed on the parts that I was looking for. So sometimes it kind of works out. There's also big gaps between AA streams, so it's also, I mean, you kind of have time to catch up. But no, I understand. Obviously, not everything in there is probably gonna grab you, and so you can kind of find your way around that sort of stuff. But let me see. Did I miss anything? Haven't seen it. Doesn't AA no more? Yeah. Also, AA is more of kind of dives into that medieval stuff, probably more than most people. So that I was kind of thrown off that on the Hoppa stream we're kind of going right into that. To me that's kind of a separate thing, but I mean whatever. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, David Bowie. I saw Charlemagne was in the first episode live episode. That was pretty cool. I wasn't watching live, but I have the chat open during the replay. Yeah, I was curious what some of the what were some of the disagreements with AA, because I mean, I don't remember exactly what some of the. It was more like an alliance of AA and Pete, but I forget some of the main disagreements. I'm behind on videos. Yeah, no, dude, I hear you. I'm always behind. Hey, Beantastic, thank you for tuning into our test stream. We wanted to make sure our super chats were up and running, and so this morning was the day that we finally figured it out. So thank you guys for being a part of that. Adopting structuralist thinking. Okay, yeah. We're kind of doing the opposite of that at my university, doing some deconstructionalist thinking, although it's more leaning towards the Marxist side of things, as you could guess. His position was that everything was feudal and had the same political system, so any differences didn't matter. Oh yeah, that's right. I think one of Radlib's points was, what is it, during the after the English miracle, there was all these developments in the financial process, and I think AA's argument was he really liked the warrior caste that was very visible, and the elite class was very visible, and then after the fact, when they develop into the liberal nation states, but there's more history in the middle of that, so I don't know, maybe it was like one-dimensional thinking versus I don't know, maybe looking at a closer look at some of the history in between those two things. But again, I'm not a historian by any means. But that was just interesting. I dialogue like that is necessary. Stuff like that's going to come to a head eventually. Yo, we got Chief Trumpster in chat. Chief Trumpster walking in on the academic age. Hey, I was just telling Chief Trumpster earlier this week. He's putting together this ragtag group of journalists to talk about some stuff, but I was telling him about academic agent, and I know that this part of the dissident right doesn't really, people on Cozy don't really know that this part really exists. I think they have all kind of see it as Cozy Squad. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. I know it sounds very confusing because we all kind of cluster towards certain parts of the right. But yeah, we got a bunch of different people in chat here. We got some people that are fans of Academic Agent, a channel that I recommended to Chief Trumpster. AA's more on the British side of things, but it's gotten so big because it basically it's effectively like a news center for some of his British audience. But he talks about pop culture, he talks about all kinds of things, picks a topic and then spends like 3 hours talking about it. And it's gotten so popular that even some Americans have checked it out. And so it's he used to kind of be a YouTuber because he would do like streams talking about a president or a political figure and explaining economic system because he used to be libertarian. And so that was kind of like his YouTuber phase, 2017 to I don't even know when, 2018. You guys are more familiar with his arc. I just kind of have a rough idea in my head, but he eventually got a little closer to like the paleo libertarian stuff, maybe some of the Mises talking points, and then he really became reactionary when he got into like Carlyle. I mean, again, the arc isn't, I'm not explaining it perfectly, but eventually it was very explicitly right wing. And so now he does these streams, which I mean, he's been doing that for a long time, but You know, sort of the distinction between the YouTuber like John Doyle, but then a guy who just kind of talks for hours. You know, that's kind of what I imagine this show to be like. This show is more in that fashion, more so than I pick a topic and I give you all the bullet points. I basically give you a PowerPoint, and then that's the end of the video. Not a lot of interaction with the audience. You kind of have to wait for the comment section to do that. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. And you know what Prudentialist does with Kenan on Sundays, I think he's basically doing what Wendell does on Cozy. He does kind of this interactive audience PowerPoint stream where he, you know, Wendell has like a bunch of tabs open and then he gets into some history. But I'd imagine a lot of people on AA side aren't aware of that, aren't really aware of the book cat sphere. Those two worlds can really be wedded to each other. And then some of the Cozy people would like some of the deepest lore stuff. So that's the thing. It's all these different coalitions kind of happening separately. And so I think there's plenty of room for bridge building. And you don't have to get stuck on all the personalities along the way, obviously. Like I've said in the past, Cozy's more like 90s trash TV. 90s cable, rather, would probably be more accurate. But yeah, it's good to see you guys all here. Since you guys, yeah, and we got some geo cells. There's another faction in the internet there. I'd like to put my my Telegram in here since we're all here. I don't even know if people are aware that that was just created this week. And so what do we got here? Oh, is my chat not working on the phone? Hold on a sec here. Okay, well here, maybe we should wait for that. Maybe we should wait. But hey, it's good to see. By the way, did I? Okay, just needed to check something. So yeah, it's good to have two camps here, two camps. Also, I gotta ask Charlemagne, what's the thing with GTA 4, man? I thought that was a pretty bipartisan take, but I don't know, am I missing something? Ruling caste and political flying. Yeah, that tends to be his shtick. Reading a bunch of applications now. Oh, okay, I hear you. Yeah, that's curious who's gonna make the team. Well, I don't know. Is AA really opposed to the priesthood? Because, like he said, the priesthood was a lot closer to the elite class back in medieval Europe. So I mean, does he see that as an alliance? Does he see that as competition? I was just wondering what. If I watched the whole thing, I'd probably be able to understand, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Oh, Oscar, are you telling your dream here? Takes too long to enter cheat codes in GTA 4 and to get thrown from vehicles when you crashed. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, the cell phone, you basically have the BlackBerry phone to punch in the cheat codes. Do I still have the hold on, I actually have it up here. Okay, I got two things. I got two things here. This seat. Hold on. Adjusting the seat there. So we got this. We got this over here, and I understand. Well, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing because I guess I guess it doesn't really matter because all you had to do was go to a specific file on the phone and type it in, as opposed to all the triggers and this and that on the PS4 or Xbox. So I don't know. PS3 rather. But yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I like the ragdoll. The ragdoll That was one of the things people complained about GTA 5 is why didn't they bring that over? When something from the past works better than this modern GTA 5 format. Kind of disappointing. I seem like a 49ers fan. I'm not sure if that's an insult or not. I want to see Nick talk to Thomas. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Thomas is pretty friendly with him, but I don't even know what they would talk about. They're kind of from two different generations, so that might be a barrier. But I just found this. This is back during my campaigning days. Apparently, I got this at some point, or I think it came free. It came free in the mail for something, and pretty thin book. So I guess we were running a little thin on ideas there, but I'm sure there's a lot of insightful commentary in here. It's a picture of Mount Rushmore with tape over their mouths. That's really something. Starts off with Obama becoming president, talking about Biden's tweets, one of his tweets. And now we're talking about COVID. Okay, interesting. That's I'm sorry if we're missing out on some of the intellectual stuff that's in here, but I just haven't gotten to it. Don't know if I ever will, but point of GTA is to enjoy chaos in an open world. Occasionally do missions. Anything that gets in the way of that formula is trash. Well, I don't know. Some of the ragdoll effects, I think, help with that. But are you sure it's midnight over there? Well, that's true. I actually didn't take that into account. Technically, it's not midnight for me, but it's probably midnight for you guys. So, well, I don't know what really gets in the way of the chaos for GTA 4. I guess because you can't really go into as many buildings, and I guess everything's a little more rigid. Well, he sees the current clerics. But what about like in the past? Like, would he defend some of the priests from medieval Europe? Would that be competition too? Is it all competition? Stratford. I'm a wide array of dissident serials. Yeah, Nick fan, AA fan, Keith fan, simple as. Hey, man. Nice coalition there. Nice coalition. Not when you ragdoll, only pedestrians. Ah, okay. I see it. Okay, I'm starting to see the logic here. Oh, I just bit my lip. Oh, man. Ouch. That's right. One standard for the protagonist, another for, because everything else is sort of at the service of the protagonist. So yeah, that's true. That's true. It's almost 2 a.m. Okay, yeah, Atlantic time, right? I think we found that out. Only reason should be forced out of your vehicles. Okay, yeah, that's true. Because they're trying to make it so realistic to where everything should ragdoll because they're all people. But yeah, you should get a certain kind of treatment because the whole game is for you. The whole game is. That's a good point. It's that. What's with the candy? Okay, this again. Yeah, so this was just a gimmick on the show because everybody else was wondering why I ate those on stream, and so we just decided to keep it. It seems to be more attractive compared to like the rockers, and the candy's a little more wholesome. So that's kind of the idea. Exception: motorcycles throw. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's the risk class reward. Yeah. That's true. That's true. The PCJ 600, NRG 500. Or was it PCJ 800? I don't remember. But yeah. That's true. I don't know. I feel like you could still have anarchy in that game. The problem with GTA 4 is they took out the military. I don't know why they would. I guess because it's New York. Yeah. Hey, who could forget that? Who could forget? Yeah. Oh, dude, my lip. Oh, that's okay. I'm going lips mode with myself. Yikes. Faith Goldie's lips. Am I right? All right. Yeah, I don't get it because the military could still roll in. I don't know I guess because they were trying so much to make it realistic that they even took out the fun parts. So that's kind of what you're saying. When you would get the max amount of stars, you would get like the same helicopter that you could destroy easily. And then there would be a delay, they'd send another helicopter. The noose instead of the SWAT team, the noose. They would come after you and they were in those giant armored vans and you would have to wait for the door to open and then they would come out. Didn't they have people on the side though? So that was, or maybe I'm thinking of GTA 5. But yeah, it just seemed like you could get away from the cops a lot easier. That was kind of, to be honest, I never gave GTA 4 a chance. I literally rage quit after I got thrown from my vehicle. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I actually had a similar rage quit moment when I first got a PS4 or 3, excuse me. I keep saying that. I got my PS3 and I didn't like I got to the first mission where Nico gets off the boat and it was dark and everything was like really movie like. It was really realistic and I was trying to figure out like to drive you had to do I'm on PlayStation, so I'm sorry if that's controversial, but you had to use L2 and R2 to drive and brake. And I didn't like that. I was like, I'm used to X on Vice City, San Andreas 3. That I liked everything was so simple and I don't know, to me cuz like the bumpers are really like a gas pedal. That's what it looks like. So everything was just so realistic and cinematic. I didn't like that as a growing up. I just thought, man, they're making me jump through all these hoops. And that's not fun. That's not what a video game is. Only play GTA for the okay. Okay, let's have some self Danielle, you're not the one that's I'd expect to be saying that. So let's dial back a little maybe. I had a challenge with my brother San Andreas. Oh, dude. Oh, this is okay. Now this is wholesome. Mount Chiliad on foot with 6. Oh, dude, let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. Dude, Mount Chiliad was so cool. Do you remember the plaque? There was a plaque at the top of the mountain that you would use as a ramp. And there was a flagpole too next to it. And you would go right off that ramp. This is just me being autistic, but to me, I would always like to me that was there was like certain areas in GTA games where I just thought I would love to like go there in real life and just hang out with my friends. Could you imagine being like on Mount Chiliad, like right where that flagpole is? Because you got like a little wooden floorboard. You got like dirt on top of the mountain, and then there's like an area for tourists, and it's just such a cozy place on the map. And if you had 6 stars, you would have. Remember, the cops would spawn in on the trail. Like, how would they even get there? But they would spawn in like on the mountain as if they could get there somehow. And it was very difficult. Like if you were on like a bicycle, or really anything. I mean, there was nowhere for you to go because the trail was so narrow, and so you would. Oh man, it would be very. I'd imagine. I don't know how you'd get all the way up the mountain. That sounds impossible. They had to change the controls. Yeah, I know it's a different platform or whatever. Go on the jet ski just to go fall out into the ocean. Well, which one are you talking about, Danielle? Which GTA? PS2 controls have real pressure. Yeah, that's true. That's true. PS3 controllers do not have. Yeah, I can imagine so. Yeah, that's true. That's true. One time in San Andreas, I was taking a hike up Mount Chiliad. There's a huge explosion. My character got thrown. What exploded? Is there were you like on a car or something and tried to figure out? Sometimes stuff like that happens. Well, hey, did you know that like there was rumors that Bigfoot was in the game? There was a rumor that like in a certain version of the demo, there was Bigfoot. But all these pictures that you find online, they're from mods. So maybe there was never Bigfoot in the game. People thought there were UFOs. People thought there were aliens. There were certain, if you looked at the sky, they had the Rockstar logo in the sky out of the stars. And every now and then there'd be like a green light or a red light in the sky. And people thought that that was like UFOs. Do you remember that UFO shop in the desert next to Las Venturas? What's the was it Blaine County? No, that's the countryside. What's in between San Fierro and Las Venturas? Blaine? Yeah, that's Blaine County. Hold on, let me. You know what? This will be a lot more comfortable. Let me do this. I'm also like closer to you guys. Truly deep. Yeah, dude, this is. Hold on. I have my canvas up. Do you guys know about Canvas? You college students in chat. Okay, what's Blaine County? Oh, remember the Black Project? Oh my, hold on. Now I'm just getting sidetracked. Let me share my screen here. The plane spotted set altitude above the character. Oh, that's right. You're reminding me, Charlemagne. That's right. There would be plane crashes in San Andreas. You would just hear them. The Hydra jet. Oh my goodness. Dude, this is deep lore. Okay, yeah, Blaine County. No, that's GTA 5. Forget about this. Okay, also in San Andreas, southern San Andreas. The south. No, that's where all the mountains are. Hold on, can we get some better pictures? Okay, wait, notable residents. Okay, yeah, the altruist. That's all. Yeah. Okay, that's all GTA 5. Okay, this is all, yeah, San Andreas. Sandy Shores? No, that's GTA 5 too. Hold on a second. Yeah, Polito Bay, the Polito Bay heist. Talking about it's confusing because the map is called San Andreas, but I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto. San Andreas, not. Yeah, check this out. Okay. This is how stupid I was. When I heard GTA 5 was going to come out, I thought this was going to be the map. I thought we were going to get Los Santos, San Fierro, Las Venturas. I thought this was going to be the map, and then I found out there was no San Fierro, no Las Venturas. Okay, this area right here in the middle, is that Blaine County? Because Mount Chiliad, this is all in GTA 5 too. But I'm talking about this desert area. Because that desert area is supposed to be like Nevada. But yeah, where the abandoned airstrip and where Area 69. They called it Area 69. You could actually survive a fall from any altitude. That's true. Your health would go to a tiny sliver. You'd get a tiny sliver of health. If you had a parachute and failed to deploy, you would automatically die. That's true. Oh, dude, you're taking me back, man. I would sit right here. And be a master of all that stuff. Yeah, record deepness. I'm not. That's a good point. I was so good at the cheat codes, I could enter full health and armor in under a second so I could jump up. Aw, dude, this is so cool, man. Cozy tabs. Yeah, yeah. More of a Little Big Planet girl. Okay. Sorry if this isn't hitting hard. I think 4 or 5. It wasn't my game, but it was the new one that came out at the time. Maybe 2014. That was GTA 5. So you were playing GTA 5. The plane spawned at a set altitude above the character. So it probably spawned when I was at lower altitude. By the time it ran up the mountain, I was at the. Oh, dude, that's crazy. GTA 3 was so boring. GTA 3 is anti-fun. GTA 3 is the opposite of fun. Rockstar should stop with the American Dream. Is fake storyline and go for what? Cobra lethal weapon game? Yeah, maybe that's the move. Yeah, that's true. GTA 4, the American Dream is dead, just like from an immigrant's perspective. And then GTA 5 is capitalism has flaws. I remember the first time I went to Arizona, I woke up and was like, this looks like GTA. Yo, let's go. Yeah, George gets it. Let me find my GTA games. I think the PS2 ones are over there, but so we got oh whoops. Okay, there's a disc. So this is the regular GTA 4, $50 used. So this is like what you would get, I bet, if you walked into a store right now. But then you had the two DLCs with Johnny and who was that? Luis. And those were like each character started at different points of the map. So what is it? Alderney was Johnny, and Luis was in the middle, Algonquin. And the Ballad of Gay Tony was pretty paused. Not a lot of stuff I could really, not a lot of stuff for us to co-op there. But then you have GTA 5. This is probably this is PS4, but basically what you would see in a store. But I got the special edition. I think this was like day of release date, midnight, and so you would get this little thing here. Was there any? So let me go through. Yeah, okay. This is what someone in the comments was talking about. These three characters all have one thing in common. They live in the worst city in America. Liberty City worships money and status. Nico is looking to escape his past. Johnny, a veteran member of a biker gang, caught in the middle of a turf war. Luis, part-time hoodlum, full-time assistant at a nightclub. Their lives cross paths with devastating consequences as they fight to survive in a city torn apart by violence and corruption. And their paths cross during the diamond heist. You know what's funny? You guys should watch. Okay, I think I can pull this up. This won't get copyrighted, right? Hey, check this out. Tell me what you guys think about this. San Andreas had that weird co-op mode you could do. Oh yeah, dude, that was terrible. That was split screen multiplayer. That was terrible. I was always so jealous of. There was a multiplayer for San Andreas, and there was this cool montage video that I can't find. But there was multiplayer on PC. You had to play it on PC, and it looked so cool. But I didn't have it on PC. So let me. I want to show you guys this because when you get red pilled, you start to notice things about GTA that you didn't notice before. So let me find the diamond heist. Or what is it? The diamond deal? It's called Museum Piece. That's the mission. Museum Piece. And it's you, Nico, and Johnny. You're doing this. Here, I have to be careful here. You're doing this deal with Johnny, and every time Nico does a deal with Johnny, it always goes bad. But you have to offload these diamonds with this buyer. There's a buyer at the museum in Algonquin. Let me show you who the buyer is. This might I wonder if anybody in chat remembers. Do you remember who the buyer was? PC gang. Oh, you guys got man. Yeah, GTA 3, yeah, Cloud and Tommy Vercetti. Yeah, they do look similar. They both have that like super serious look. Okay, here. Okay, hold on. I don't want to play. Let me get a good okay, I don't think this is copyrighted. Okay, so let me just show you what we got here, okay? So you're getting a buyer for this diamond thing. And this is the buyer. This is who your buyer is, okay? That's him. I think the guy's name's Isaac. And that's or no, this guy's Isaac and there he is. There he is. I forget this guy's name. But this is the guy who these are the people that who are involved in this like diamond deal. And but anyways, I'm trying to remember if I'm trying to remember if there was any other moments like that because Johnny, there was a GTA character. I'm trying to think, is Johnny from the biker gang? I think he's also because I think that was his nickname was hold on, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to early life check these GTA characters. The intro loading screen for San Andreas is so oh yeah, so true, so true. Wasn't Johnny also because it doesn't really look like it, but let me make sure. I don't know. He looks pretty white. There's not a lot of I don't remember a lot of stuff like that in any of the let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I remember like Playboy X. Do you guys remember Playboy X from GTA 4? He didn't like the bikers because they were racist. And Nico, who's he's from Yugoslavia. I think he was part of like the Yugoslavia Socialist Party, something like that. And there's a conversation when you first go to Algonquin for a mission. He he tells he's Playboy X is telling him, "Yeah, man, these bikers they think we're all gangbangers, they think we're all hoodlums." And oh, he uses a specific word. He says pusher or gangster. He says, "Yeah, they think we're pushers or gangsters." And Nico says, "But you are a pusher. You do that stuff." And Playboy X says, "I'm just doing that to get out of the ghetto. But when I get out, I'm gonna." He talks about like he wants to help. He wants to help. He kind of wants to do a Black Panther moment. He wants to make like a school for black kids. But when he's describing like his plans, Playboy X just wants to see his name in big gold letters. And so he's like a narcissist, but and there was a thing with Dwayne. Dwayne was like you had these two like black archetypes and they were kind of polar opposites. But I mean, I don't know. That was more about like isolation. There wasn't a lot of like political stuff that I remember. But like San Andreas was about, the LA riots, Rodney King. There's literally a mission. There's a trial with Samuel Jackson, Officer Pulaski, and they get off, and then the Los Santos is rioting. They're watching it on the news, waiting for the verdict. That is true. That is true, Charlemagne. I wish Kira was here to make the mandatory sunglass. Yeah, well, hey, I sent her. I tried. Yo, Spinefish on Twitter. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get here. GTA 5 soundtrack. Yes, GTA 5 soundtrack was soft rock, which is kind of disappointing. Before work, after work, all the time. I am home. The stream is going. Yeah, hey, good to see you here, Jonathan Pohl. What would be the funniest game to have Grove Street map in? Super Mario Sunshine. The San Andreas map in. Yeah. I don't know, maybe Crash Bandicoot. It would be good crossover because of the tagging. Oh, okay, Mario has to clean off the ball. The ball is Roland Heights Ball of Country. I ain't representing Grove in 5 years, but the ballers won't care. Aw, dude, we're so back. Spinefish sent $3. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Sonic Racing, I don't know. Knuckles, maybe Knuckles. Knuckles would Mario had to clean off the balls with with Flood. Yeah, there you go. The original Darks. Okay, okay. I don't know. What's Oh man. Why are we getting more viewers as it gets later? Does that make any sense? But yeah. San Andreas, man. San Andreas was so keyno. What else? If you had the katana, if you had the katana, you would cut people's heads off sometimes, but not always. And I never understood what the rule was. I didn't know why some people you would get that and others you wouldn't. Sam the Candyman hides fight tomorrow. Oh, is that really tomorrow? I saw he was getting weighed, but is that actually the freaks come out at night? So true. The people want to tune into Rodney Bingenheimer's late night DJ. Crash Team Racing is the best racing game. Sorry about the extra. Oh, the extra tomorrow? Oh, yeah, no problem, no problem. We on that Kirby air ride. Are we? Are we on that Kirby air ride? Do you guys remember I Want to Be the Guy? Do you guys remember that? Is that old lore? Crash Team Racing? See, I was never into the racing games. What is this? Nitro Fueled? Is this it? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. No, yeah, Mario Kart. Okay, okay. That's like that was the best I could do though, Candyman's. As a fundraiser, yo, let's go. When people brought Mario Kart, and what was that other one? What was that fighting game? Super Smash Bros. Yeah, when people would bring that on the projector, that was like, oh my gosh. People do that at the end of the year, I think. That was back when Five Nights at Freddy's was big. Falcon Punch. Smash Brothers Ultimate. I couldn't even figure out who the best characters were to play on that game. Man. We really are going back to high school on this stream. We're kind of going back to middle school, honestly. I want to be the guy for 6 hours somewhere. Oh, dude, Charlemagne, you have to dig that up. I have to, dude. Do you remember Cloud? What was his name? Cloud 181847. Do you remember who that is? Or Vash? Dude, I was talking with a friend of mine. Does anybody remember like the old heads, like Rooster Teeth era? I wonder if Jay Burden's awake right now. Yo, Jay Burden. Let's see if we can see what we can get here. Opinion on stealth games. See, I didn't play Metal Gear. That game would have been like too serious for someone like me at that age. But looking back, it probably could have red pilled me. Mr. Bird, and that's right. Yeah, you and me both, Charlemagne. For like 8 hours without sleeping. Without sleeping. Yo, let's go. Dude, that's incredible. You didn't play Metal Gear Solid? Nah, dude. That's my mistake. I'm stupid. College humor checking in. The Creatures. Are you talking about the band? The Creatures. My friends and I did a 72-hour no-sleep gaming thing on Twitch fundraiser for our game studio. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Do you remember Next Gen Gaming? Next Gen Gaming would hire people to do like walkthroughs. Let me see. They were a YouTube thing. I have recordings playing of all the main MSG games from when I uploaded gaming. Must be like 100 hours of footage, yo. Let's go. Sly Cooper. Oh, no. Nah, man, that's I would get up at midnight, or I would sleep for like I would go to bed at like 5 p.m. and then like an old person, and then I would tell my parents, make sure I get up at like midnight, and then I would play 24 hours. And I don't remember, like, I think I would do like the GTA storylines, like GTA 4, I think. But I'm trying to remember what games was I playing to do that for. I think I did Uncharted. I did the first Uncharted game. And I did The Last of Us, doing it that way. What else? I'm going to say I did Dead Space 2. Oh, I think I did Arkham City too. Arkham City. Hold on, let me. Far Cry 3. And then probably Dead Island. Dead Island was probably the other one. Apparently they're making a sequel. I thought they already did, but Metal Gear Solid 3 is best for the mechanics. Okay. With the overhead on one. Okay. Currently playing. Oh, dude, man. It's crazy how much better the first game is. Is that right? Man. Now, some of the stuff I should revisit just because, like, to me, it was theatrical just to see some of the stuff in, like, Dead Space 2, for example, like, from a horror perspective. But there was some weird stuff in there was some like psychedelic stuff that would probably make more sense to me if I revisited it. Ah, man. Remember when Arkham City came out and then everybody copied the hand-to-hand combat? Because it was like the undisputed champion of everybody agreed that was the best mechanic for fighting. But what year did that come out? Was that 2011? Yo, playing Deus Ex 1. When did Arkham City come out? $2011. Okay. Playing Halo. See, I didn't grow up with Halo. I was Call of Duty. And I didn't have an Xbox. Well, I guess I did have one. I guess I just wasn't interested at that time. For the Wii, it's literally unplayable solo. Does anybody remember Reckless Tortuga? Is that does anybody even know what that is? Or maybe that was just me. I guess like growing up, I really gravitated towards like the cinematic stuff. Maybe that's I don't know, maybe that's just something more about me. Same year as Skyrim, that's right. Skyrim came out November 11th, 2011. Assassin's Creed, yeah, that's right. Back when that was the first one is great. All the other ones. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting because the first one, that's not Ezio. What's the other guy's name? See, Assassin's Creed. That might be, politically speaking, that might be helpful just because that was so foreign to me. The city and all that. See, I had Bloodline. Was that a PSP exclusive? Altair. Yeah. The online gamer, Sly Cooper remembers. Oh my goodness. That guy's name was Aaron too. That's pretty funny. Skyrim was so excited when it came out, but I don't care. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what everybody realized. Yeah. I think AA was even arguing about that. Didn't he have some like contrarian take on Morrowind and Oblivion? I forget. That might have been on the Telegram chat. I'm not sure. I'm sort of misremembering. Remember Reckless Tortuga? I think they're still doing the online gamer. Oh, dude, are they still? I bet those are terrible. It started to go downhill when man, I might have to watch those just for nostalgia. Oh man, I'm gonna rewatch those. That was that was kind of like a red pill in a way because Aaron was like so dismissive of like basically everybody, and so it was kind of like it wasn't really Gen X cynicism. It was more of like a Zoomer, like a gamer Zoomer, just leave me alone type thing. And yeah, him fighting with his girlfriend. Oh man, it started to go bad. I think when the WoW people, the World of Warcraft crew, they like kidnapped him in that garage. That's when it was getting like try hard. I did like the rehab. I like the rehab arc. That's kind of interesting. One time in Skyrim, I did this random side quest where I came across a mining town and it was basically enslaved by some bandits. Hold on. It was a moral choice. You could side with the bandits or with the town. I decided to pick the good option and raid the mine, get all the bandits. After a fairly lengthy quest, I had saved the town. The bandit leader showed up to collect his money, and the townspeople told him off. I had saved them. Then a dragon spawned and killed everyone. What's the philosophy behind that? That's interesting. Man, see, I'm trying to remember. See, I played that game so much, and I think there was one time, like, when you got killed by the giants, would that always send you straight into the sky, or was that a glitch? I don't really remember. I remember even back then thinking, like, this Alduin boss fight is kind of underwhelming. Todd Howard. Who could forget Tom Howard? Man, I remember being so excited for Fallout 4. I convinced myself I was going to get the Pip-Boy edition. I was going to get a real life Pip-Boy. And then the game came out and I just didn't care because there was so much delay. There was so much nonsense. I was like, forget about it. I wasn't even into gaming at that time. When did that even come out again? That's kind of what Charlemagne was talking about with GTA 4. It was so different, and so it's like, who even cares? That was 2015. My goodness. Yeah, that's right. I was still in high school. Man. Wow. Found some random camp. I went and talked to the people there. Then a horde of vampires spawned simultaneously. Oh no, no. AA is just mad he didn't get into. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember too much of like all the random stuff that would happen. Fallout, Skyrim. I remember there was that one spot where if you a super mutant would come out if you took the teddy bear out of the grocery cart and you would just get it was kind of like booby trapped and you would get that super mutant. That was kind of up north. That might have been near Deathclaw Sanctuary if I remember right. Okay, okay. The trees in Oblivion. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. People would do machinimas with games, and I would just think, man, like there's a cinematic quality to a lot of the graphics. Like I don't know. What would be like a good example? Well, I would say like even well, I guess that's kind of on the nose. Let me take a look. Like oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Red Dead Redemption, the man, what was it? It was one of the rifles, but when you would get like the golden rifle, I forgot what you had to do to get that, but yeah, all that stuff. Even like some of the no, not Skyrim. Was it Skyrim? I'm like trying to go back so far to, but never played Morrowind. Used a clip from Oblivion. Did he really do that? Yo, let's go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, how do you guys make your characters when dude, I would watch this walkthrough of Fallout 3, and because I was watching that walkthrough, I felt like I had to like play like the guy who was playing it. And so I would customize my character. I would live vicariously through the way that he did it. And so to watch other walkthroughs was so weird. That was so different. I don't even know if that makes any sense. That's probably just me. But when I would see like people go through like do things a certain way in the mission, it would just be so weird for me to do it any other way because I had just gotten so like GTA series videos, that channel, he would kind of do things very specifically, kind of like in a next gen gaming way, and so it would make me mimic that. It was very interesting. But all right. No, that's cozy, and that's cozy. All right. All right. But yeah, we can wrap up here. We can wrap up nicely here because I think we went down memory lane, tranquility lane. Well, what do we got here? What do we Gian, who is that? I thought that was Geo for a second. Is that Geo? Can't even. I can't tell if that's Geo. No, that's not. That's not his name. I don't think. I can't tell. I literally can't tell. That's me. Long time. That's Any new albums you've listened to? I just recently went through some of the post Cherry Curry Runaway albums, and it kind of puts it into perspective that she didn't really need her to make the band. I was listening to some Elvis, of course. I found a session of him cussing, like cussing in the lyrics, which I hadn't heard before. What else? What else have I been listening to? I'm just going through my history right now. I'm just looking for places to write. I'm trying to look for places to write for because I got this Elvis article talking about Generation Z, and I don't know who that would really like. What site would take that? It's sort of it's kind of an out of pocket thing. Thoughts on MTG being swatted? Yeah, that's well, hey, that's kind of interesting because it kind of takes stuff like that for them to care about the fact that that happens to regular people. So it is kind of it looks like that's going to accelerate some of the online stuff like Kiwi Farms. Why not make a Substack? I got a Substack, but I mean, I don't know if that's going to go anywhere. Maybe that's just me being negative. I've been thinking I'm probably gonna start like putting on an album to go to sleep to, and maybe that'll influence my dreams. And also to help me from like procrastinating to like check out albums. Because obviously like I'm gonna go to bed at some point each day. So maybe if I use that time to kind of do two things at once, I'm sleeping, but I'm also checking out an album I've been meaning to. So maybe that's what'll happen. I tried to mimic somebody's zero build and go. Interesting, interesting. You gonna go to Amfest? No, no, I'm who's going to that? Brant and or wait, Amfest. What is that? The Turning Point thing? Yeah, that's Turning Point. No, I went to that last year. That was interesting. AA is still awake. What are you talking about? Oh, is he tweeting right now? Well, what time is it over there? I get lost with all the different time signatures. Oh, okay. Is he talking about the oh, okay, it's 5 in the almost 6 in the morning. Oh, see, dude, I'm so out of I'm so yeah, I forget the event was today. Whoops. Whoops. So what do we got? It's what's the lineup? What do you think, Charlie? What are you talking about? Is he still going on about feudal? I don't know. So okay, so AA gave a speech. Wait, he gave a speech like he just did? Or that was probably this was probably like the end, right? Interesting, interesting. All right, all right. Is there other questions in here? Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys. That's gonna help me be able to gauge the different time zones because I always forget. Yeah, no, no, no. I a Shieldings event. So I'll I don't know. Did that thing in February count as Shieldings? They have all these names attached to them, so I kind of get lost. But whatever. The American event. Yeah, we'll try and. What is that going to be in February? I'd like to. Hey, by the way, well, since nobody's going to watch this part of the stream, let me show you guys something that's happening. Check this out. This is happening in Arizona a week from today. Check this out. And there's been some controversy from what I've heard. Some people have been complaining about it, but the show must go on. And so they're going to be doing that. And so let me see what else has been yeah, heads up. hosting. What else is happening? Yeah, the college Republicans were disavowing it. There's kind of two different college Republicans, so it's a bit confusing. So is this a flyer? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, this is the Anarchist Federation. So, I'm gonna check out what's going on over there. So I'll be unavailable on Friday. And, it's pretty funny because Charlie's 47. He has a speech in a few hours. Okay, so that's probably the context for that. So, I just want everybody to understand that there's a lot of Zoomers that understand what's going on. And so if you ever feel like, you see some TikTok where Gen Z is on this downward spiral, just know that there is behind the scenes activity taking place, and you may not even see the best things that are happening in the Gen Z culture and the college campus too, mind you. So Republicans are still a thing. Well, the college Republicans, it's kind of a complicated thing because there's all these different factions. There's like Turning Point is Republicans on a college campus, but it's really confusing. But yeah, there's a lot of right leaning GOP types that they're catching up with where some of the dissident right is going, just because that stuff is so influential. So don't count them out. Don't count out all these based 20 somethings. You might be hearing from them. Do you think that old school Cali? Well, you just might see people just start to become more nostalgic for the pre-immigration affected California. So I don't know. I don't think California is going to be saved, but it's some of the people within California are probably going to wake up and then find somewhere else to go. So, all right. I'm getting kind of tired. I got to be honest. I'm getting a little tired, and my mouth is dry from talking so much. But hey, Charlemagne, always good to talk to you, man. Always good to talk. This guy was helping me out with anime because I'm pretty much a noob to a lot of the Japanese stuff. Someone was recommending me something Asian to watch, and so I'm constantly playing catch up. I'm constantly trying to make sense of all this Eastern whatever. And so, yeah, I don't know if maybe it's in my voice a little bit too. I'm starting to I'm winding a little bit here. Should wet our mouths and sleep. I think that's a good idea. But hey, I appreciate the video game talk. It's been a couple weeks since I've talked to somebody about that. I'm gonna watch some old videos I used to watch as a kid. Maybe some Rooster Teeth. I think me and Jay Burden need to talk about Rooster Teeth. We were going to, and then that got sidelined, but I think that's probably going to happen. Thank you, Edward, for donating. Thankfully, we got our super chats up and running. Thanks everybody in chat for tuning in on this lazy Friday. And wet mouth time. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time. Frankly, it's time. So, do you listen to what? Corridors? What is that? Corridors? I listen to corridors? What is that? Cozy stream. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you, George. Thank you, Record Deepness. Thank you, Brian. Charlemagne, of course, the video essay master himself. Delicious water. Yeah, dude. Now I'm getting FOMO now. Okay, no, Corridor. No, I don't. The Canadian indie rock band. No, I'm out of the loop on indie rock. If you guys know some good ones, send them my way because I'm pretty out of the loop. Charlemagne teasing me, teasing me. The goth girl trail camera is popping off. What? The goth girl trail camera is popping off. We got movement lads. Got oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's my excuse. I'm gonna talk to I don't know what's a goth girl name. What would be a what would be like the ideal some artsy type, some My Chemical Romance wearing, shirt wearing. Uh what is it? Man, my mind is just blanking because I'm tired. The chain wallet having, choker wearing. What's a nice name? Okay, Raven. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Raven. Alice, Lacey. Okay, Lacey's a little. Luna. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping me out. All right. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Sly Cooper Socks, George, Record Deepness, and Gian, who I thought was Geo. Simple but not so long name. The Borderlands. Hey, there you go. There you go. Beantastic, Edward the Pale. Brian, Toddman, 67. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right. Time. Yeah, there you go. Tell me about it. The Nard. Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me. Is your Discord on? Yeah, let me send that in chat. You like how we just kind of drift off for a second there? Oh wow. Okay. Kai Clips and Wurzel are on stream. I'll be sure to make use of that. What? Yeah, guys, send me music, send me anything within reason, and so I can check it out. You guys can contribute to the show. All right, thank you guys. I'll be over on we'll see if I can get on. I'm gonna try to tune in for with Politically Provoked, so check it out if you guys are interested. We'll be back with Thomas tomorrow. Thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate it, man.